Hi friends, I'm Shauna. Welcome to the channel and welcome to a new video. Today is a long-awaited empties. I meant to bring this video at the beginning of April, end of March. Here we are, middle of May. I mean, we were delayed, but that's fine. Better late than never. We have so much to talk about, and I actually have a lot of makeup to talk about today. Like, I have over 10 makeup products. So this is going to be an exciting one, and I have a lot of opinions on everything, which I think just makes it even better. So we're going to do makeup first, and then we have some like body and hair care, which we'll talk about second. Before we get to the video, I do want to thank Dossier for collaborating with me on today's video. I worked with them a couple months ago, and I'm so excited to be working with them again because they are an incredible vegan and cruelty-free perfume company. They reproduce classic high-end luxury scents. So the majority of their perfumes are inspired by designer fragrances, but with Dossier, you get that, that incredible high quality experience, but you don't get that designer markup. Their fragrances start at just $29, with the vast majority falling between the $29 to $39 price range, and then some going up to $49. Their scents are so good. I have been wearing the other two that I got for like ever since the video. And I've thrown these two new in rotation. One of them is a summer scent, which is really nice because I tend to just love smelling like, like tobacco and wood and just like really dark, heavy scents, which is like great. And I love smelling like that. But sometimes it's just nice to, have a lighter scent, especially for summer. Let me just talk to you about that for scent because I'm way too excited about it. The first scent I have is Fruity Magnolia. Here we go. And all of their perfumes have the notes on the bottle. I mean, she's cute. She's aesthetic. She's minimal. She's chic. I love the design and the aesthetic. So Fruity Magnolia is inspired by Versace's Bright Crystal, which is a really well-known perfume. And it's also widely loved. So the 50 ml bottle of Versace Bright Crystal retails for $109 Canadian. And this retails for less than half the price. And the scent is amazing. So I'm going to describe the scent to you. Maybe you'll know if this appeals to you or not. The top notes are pomegranate, yuzu, aquatic accord. The middle notes are magnolia, peony, rose. The base notes are amber, musk, and cashew wood. This is definitely a lighter scent. You do get those floral vibes coming through, which is exactly what I was looking for. The other scent that I have is more in line with that heavier, sexier, like, tobacco and wood kind of scent. And it's called Woody Tobacco. So the top notes of this are lemon, pink pepper, and neroli. Middle notes are rum, dried fruit, blonde woods. Base notes, styrax, tobacco leaves, vanilla. This one is inspired by Replica's Jazz Club. That scent does not come in a 50 ml size. It's either a 30 or 100, and the 30 ml retails for 102. This is 50 ml. And again, less than half the price for more scent. Look, I am partial to the heavy, sexy scent. I'm just going to say that. But you can't wear that all day long, at least not for me. I don't want to be wearing that all day in the summer. So this scent has just been perfect, especially we have these like bright, sunny days. It's just been, giving me that lighter floral vibe that I've been looking for. If you're skeptical about buying a fragrance online, you don't need to worry with Dossier because they offer free returns and exchanges, and their returns are they're no question asked refunds. So if you don't love your pick, you have that peace of mind. You'll be able to return it. I picked my perfumes the same way I did last time, which was through their quiz. I had such great results with it that I just went and did it again. And one of the fragrances I wanted was something that was lighter and sexier. And this was the top recommendation. So I feel like it came in clutch. If none of these scents appeal to you, that's totally fine because they have so many to choose from. And there's also many ways to search through or find a scent. Also, if you've had a specific fragrance month you wanted to try, you can search as well. Dossier has a welcome offer of up to 20% off. And if you use the code Shauna5, it will get you an additional 5% off. I highly recommend Dossier. I have nothing but good things to say about them. So if you're looking for a new scent or something, signature, I recommend you go check them out. Now let's get into the video. Okay, friends, let's get into it. First up, I'm not sure where to start. I have all the makeup in front of me. Let's go with let's start with powder because I have two. I finished my Maybelline Fit Me powder as well as my CoverGirl Simply Ageless pressed powder. This one is in the shade 210 Classic Ivory, and then this one is in 10 Fair Light. I already repurchased this and I'm almost done with my second one. I do enjoy this powder a lot. I do like the coverage that it gives, but this is a strictly fall winter powder for me. It's not mattifying enough for the summer. Right now, I'm already struggling with it because it's not mattifying enough. It will only, kind of last me maybe about 4 hours before I feel like I have to powder. And there are certainly more mattifying powders out there. Would I repurchase this? Yes, and I have, but not again until, much later in the year. The Fit Me powder, I have gone back and forth on this and I'm just not sold. I feel like down the line, I'll probably repurchase it sometime because when I have a great foundation coverage and I just want the mattifying, this is a good option. However, I have been looking, or one of the things I wanted my loose powder to do is to be able to powder my eye area. I don't love the way that this looks on my under eyes. I currently am using the Laura Mercier powder. I think I like this a little bit more on my under eye than the Laura Mercier powder. I don't think that one is worth its $50-ish price tag. I have a sample that I got, it was like the birthday sample, so I didn't pay for it. I think this looks better on my under eye, but overall, I felt like when I started using it on my under eye, the Laura Mercier one, I was like, ooh, and I noticed it. I haven't tried that many loose powders, so I feel like my next purchase would probably be something new. Because if I don't love this, why would I just repurchase it? I feel like it's just kind of settling in the sense of like, oh, I tried one and I guess it's fine, so might as well just buy it again. I feel like there just has to be better out there. If you have a loose powder recommendation, I'd love to hear it. Next up is this Vesca primer. This is the purple one. This was okay. This was just not meant for me. I should never have bought it. This was almost useless. It provided some hydration. It was always getting covered up by makeup. So it's like, what is the effect that it's giving? I don't really feel like I researched this well enough and I bought it on a whim because I wanted to dupe out the Charlotte Tilbury product. That one does have more coverage to my understanding. This overall was like user mistake. I should never have bought it. And you can't get it anyways because Vesca is now out of business. I also finished my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. I had it in the shade F2. This was one I really wanted to love. I really did. And I watched reviews before I bought it and I did not end up liking it. The coverage of this was okay. Like the coverage was fine, but this was not nearly as mattifying as I wanted it to be and expected because this was labeled as a mattifying foundation. I found it was slightly more mattifying than the L'Oreal, the one in the glass tube, I don't remember what it's called, but slightly more mattifying than that. And that one is not a mattifying foundation. This also says that it's full coverage. I wouldn't totally agree with that. I think it's high, medium, low, full, not full. There are very few foundations out there that I would qualify as a true full coverage foundation. This ain't it, baby. It's not. Also, what I find weird about this is they have a great shade range on the Makeup Revolution website, and they only carry like 6 or 7 of those shades in store. At least what I remember, there's like 50 shades or 40 shades. So this wasn't my correct shade. That's not the foundation's fault. And I wouldn't like this more if I had my correct shade. I wouldn't repurchase it, wouldn't recommend it. Like, I just kind of disappointing, honestly. Oh, okay, another foundation. Gonna stay here just a short while. This is the Merit Foundation. This is in the shade Cream. I really like this when I first got it. It actually, the coverage on this is surprising because it's really customizable where you could, tone it down a little bit to have more minimal coverage or really build it up. This is not for oily skin, in my opinion, because I first got this in 2021 and it was great at that time, mostly for fall, winter, but I did wear it like maybe around like August or September. And I did get some beautiful looks out of it in 2021. My skin overall was drier than it is now. Now my skin is really oily and this just like stays on 2 hours before I'm really shiny. So this also does very poorly around dry patches. So I think it's an interesting combination of like who this could work for. Because if you have dry skin, then you probably would have dry patches. Doesn't look great. If you have oily skin, I don't think it's going to last long enough for you. So maybe if you're like combo or normal, sure. They have also increased the amount of product that comes in these tubes, which is great, but I wouldn't repurchase this. Concealer, the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I did like this a lot actually, and I do want to repurchase this and I plan to in the future. This is a concealer that is full coverage, does what it says to do. It's really great in my opinion. It's a great one from the drugstore, and I'm excited to finally have something good here to be like, yes, I would recommend this any time of the year. No caveats, no holdbacks, just like a product I genuinely really like. And it took me a while to get there. I didn't love it at first, but now I'm actually missing it. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be able to repurchase it when I finish some of the other ones that I have. But just a great, great product. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about this anymore. This came out, I think, in 2018 or 19. It's not the new, shining star product at the drugstore, but it's so good if you want a high coverage concealer. All right, some mascaras. The CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. Believe it or not, I don't think I've ever tried this mascara before. It's a popular one. The CoverGirl mascaras, like these big tubes, are really popular. The different colors. I did not like this. Would not recommend. Don't like. Did nothing for my lashes. And I already have like straight short lashes. We need something. Also, the CoverGirl mascaras bother me. Why is the tube so big? Like inside of this chunky ass tube is a smaller one like this. Like we don't need all of this. We just don't. The other mascara I tried is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. This one, it was so quick. Here's the wand on this one. I love a rubber bristle brush. That's my jam. And I couldn't get the CoverGirl one open. Oh, here we go. It's a similar style of wand. So I thought that I would like it. Here's the CoverGirl one. It's just really big. And I think overall though, of course the mascara formula could be different. It's not all about the wand, but I tend to like wands like this more, a little bit slimmer. My all-time favorite until recently has been the L'Oreal Define-A-Lash, which is really small. And the little bristles allow you to they're longer, I think, and they allow you to get in there so you can coat your lashes and have them go up. I would consider repurchasing the Lash It Loud mascara, but I think I called it the L'Oreal Define-A-Lash. L'Oreal Telescopic is what I'm talking about. The Maybelline Define-A-Lash is the mascara I tried again recently, like my high school favorite mascara that I'm loving. I like it more than Lash It Loud, but if I want to try it out or there's a sale, I would rebuy it. Now to end the makeup section, we're going to go with some lip products. This is not going to be a surprise, the Merit Lip Oil. I decided to just call this one done. Nothing is coming out on the wand anymore. It's really dry and I'm not going to take out the stopper. I didn't like this. Now, I'm not a fan of lip oils, period. But as far as lip oils go, this is the one that I like the most, more than the Kosas lip oil. I think I've tried one or two other ones. I don't like lip oils as a product just because they make no sense to me. They're not hydrating or moisturizing. They're just more like liquid on your lip. I don't know. My lips, they always dry my lips out, and no lip oil has ever been as hydrating as a lip gloss. They're just not a hydrating lip gloss. And whenever I wear them all day long, my lips peel, no matter which one. It's a product category that just overall doesn't make sense to me. And I will never buy a lip oil ever again. So the fact that I was able to basically pan this says a lot. Glad that it's gone. But I do think that my stance on lip oils kind of generally is unpopular because they're a very popular makeup product, just not one that's for me. The Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This one was the classic scent, their grapefruit scent. Here we go. I'm done buying these. I think these are overhyped. They offer a lot of product. 20 grams is a lot just kind of based on what else is out there on the market, but it's not a very good product. It's like a basic lip balm. So I'm not going to buy it anymore. I'm currently using one from Burt's Bees. I do like the texture of the Laneige Sleeping Mask more than the Burt's Bees one I'm using now, but I'm like down to look for alternatives. I really want to try Yes Style. Maybe try a skincare. Maybe try some sunscreen from there. Maybe get like a moisturizer or like a lip mask in the future. There's one that I've heard a lot about from Yes Style. I should be finishing my sunscreen and my moisturizer at kind of a similar time. So I would repurchase a handful of things or purchase a handful of skincare products there when I have more, like when I have some time, but also when I have a couple of things that are going to be going out. Again, I know this is a really coveted product, but I don't understand the hype. It's not that moisturizing, y'all. It's just not. Last thing, we're going to end with a love. This is the Rare Beauty. This is their lip gloss. This is in Nearly Apricot, or I think it's like a gloss bomb. Y'all, I went in on this. I love this formula so much. Oh my God, it's so good. Y'all, this is the perfect purse lip gloss. I love this so much. It's sheer, it's a comfortable formula. And I actually wear this to the gym a lot or like out running errands. Just, I don't know, out in my life because it's so hydrating, so good. I was this close to buying this at the Sephora sale, but it's $26 and I'm like, I don't know. I want to repurchase this eventually, and I would probably purchase this in multiple colors. I love it so much, but I'm thinking once I get through more of my lip glosses, then I can repurchase maybe a couple of these and maybe do it through the Rare website during a Black Friday sale or something like that. Last, this is quick. This is a MAC lipstick. If you watch my lipstick declutter, you would have seen this. This is not an empty. This is a declutter. I think that's mold. I'm not putting that on my lips. No, thank you, ma'am. This is the shade Hug Me. As far as like formulas and shades go, I like other ones better. Like I like Blankety more. I think it's Love Me Back or Love You Back. I love that one more. There are certainly MAC lipsticks that I would repurchase over this one. This one was just like the formula and the color weren't like the perfection, like weren't the perfect one for me. I did get through like a good amount of this. Like I panned roughly half of this and I enjoyed the process, but I wouldn't repurchase this specific color. So to the rest of the products, everything else is basically hair or skincare, that kind of thing. I have two that don't fall out of those categories. This candle. This is the Sand and Fog Winter Pine. I love this scent. I love this candle brand. It smells so good. And there is like just a little bit of wax left at the bottom, but I couldn't get it to burn anymore. So I'm planning on reusing this container in some way. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's so beautiful. You know, I can like clean it up and use it for something. This has been around for a handful of years. I think 3 or 4. So glad that I finished it this winter, and it was pretty late, like in March. Could have even been like early spring. And then the other thing is the sweater weather little hand sanitizer from, oh my God, from Bath and Body Works. I like this scent, and I bought these during a sale. I mean, they always have sales on these. I keep a hand sanitizer on my backpack and on my purse. Like, I have the little attachment things. It's just whenever I go around without them. I have some purses that don't have any, and then it's always like, oh, in that moment I need it. I enjoy the scent, and it's just really practical. And I've had a hand sanitizer on my backpack for probably like 9 or 10 years now. It's just, sometimes you just need it. So I would repurchase that again during a sale. As far as native deodorants go, this is my favorite scent. If you're new here, I like masculine scents a lot. This is something that strikes me that like is more on the masculine side. So it's my favorite that they have. But I'm done with the natural deodorants. Like, we're not going there. So glad this is out. All right, next up is this Cetaphil eye cream. I don't think this was okay. This was average. Would I buy it again? Probably. Like, it wasn't, like, it didn't do anything amazing, but also didn't do anything horrible. As far as eye creams go, that's kind of what I expect, similarly to a moisturizer. I think my overall stance at the moment is you don't need an eye cream if your moisturizer is hydrating enough to use in the eye area. If your moisturizer is too mattifying or too hydrating, or let's say has sunscreen you can't put around your eyes, then one of these makes sense. But the past couple of months, I've been using moisturizers that I could put on my eyes, so it's been totally fine. So would I repurchase this in the future? Probably, but not now. We'll talk about these next two moisturizers together because this was my routine since about December. I've spoken about this one in a recent video, so I won't stay here long. I bought this because this was just a really good bang for your buck. It's 100 mils, double the average size of a moisturizer. Hated the smell, wouldn't buy that alone. Like, very off-putting. This Nivea moisturizer, SPF 30, great. It says it's anti-wrinkle. I don't know what about it is anti-wrinkle. And I'm also like, I'm in my late 20s. I don't know that like I'm the demographic for this, but I did buy this for the price. It was like one of the cheapest moisturizers when I went to go buy it. This was way too hydrating. If you have dry skin, you are the person I would recommend this moisturizer to. Oily skin, no way. I don't know why I struggled through that for so long, but I did and wouldn't repurchase it for that. The last skincare product is this faded serum from Topicals. I like this so much, I repurchased it. I used this a lot last year and my skin was looking really great, but just based on but late last year, there were circumstances that happened and my acne flared up like I was a 15-year-old teenager again. It has been really bad since about November. And finally, in about the last, we'll say 15 to 20 days, things are calming down. And that's because I've been on tretinoin for 3 months. I was told it would take 3 months to notice. And finally, I'm like, yes, okay, we're getting somewhere. The first 2 months sucked a lot. We're not like we're not near the end of anything, but I'm finally starting to notice things. Anyways, I bring that up because I was spending most of my attention on Tret and not this. So now that things are evening out, I'm able to like change up my routine a little bit more to incorporate more of this. Love this product. This is a skincare product that I would spend, $50 on. I wouldn't spend that on a moisturizer or a cleanser. It's just not worth it in my opinion. But for an active, I think this is great. And it does what it says it's going to do when you use it regularly. All right. For like shower stuff, I have these products here. This soft soap body wash. I liked this scent. I did. I thought it was good. However, My partner detested this scent. Like I would, let's say, shower at 9 in the morning, and then I would see him, I don't know, like 8 or 9 at night, and he would know. And it would bother him. After I finished it, he was like, please don't do it. Like, don't buy it again. So I wouldn't, just on that. I feel like that's totally fair. And I wasn't like so in love with it that I'm like, yeah, I have to have it. I'm actually hoping that the next thing I buy would be like bar soap. I'm currently using a different moisturizer. This was affordable and nice. If the scent doesn't bother you, then I think it's a good one. Okay, conditioner. This is the L'Oreal Hyaluron Plump 72-hour moisture hydration. This is technically for dehydrated hair. I have an oily scalp, dry ends. Hello, welcome to the club. My ends have been really dry lately, and I'm like, yeah, it's time to get a haircut. Like, I feel like when you know, you know. This overall, I've been using this since about December. This has been good, and I would repurchase this for my hair. If I like, especially if I saturate it like, you know, here down, and then just do a little bit on top. I really did like this. I would repurchase this, and I'm currently using shampoo bars. There's a whole moment happening in my shower, so probably not anytime soon. But if I were looking for a new conditioner, I would keep my eyes open for this one, and I would look for it and hope, you know, be on sale. Last hair care product is this Way Leave-In Conditioner. This was also like a heat protectant, which was mainly how I was using it. I have finished this for a few weeks now, and I'm not sure if it's just like time for a haircut or if this was truly making the difference, because I have noticed my ends being noticeably drier in the last 3 months, or not 3 months, in the last 3 weeks. I don't know if it's this or even if like I'm not using the oil anymore or like what, but I feel like I would repurchase this. I'm kind of stingy with hair care because most of it works fine. Like the drugstore ones, I don't know that I would put like $40 into a product like this, but I would definitely consider it. If you're somebody who is of good financial means and, you know, spending $40 on a hair product is not something that you blink at, go for it. I think it was great. I hope to buy it again in the future because I did enjoy it, but I'm working through a new one right now. 2 kind of wild card products left. One is a tool, which is my EcoTools Bio Blender. I need to wash this before I compost it. I really do like this sponge, and this is my sponge now. I was using, like a lot of people, the Real Techniques, like the orange sponge, but because this is biodegradable, this is it. Ontario has a composting program, so I know, like, I can take this and literally throw it in my compost bin, and it's like, I know where it's going. If you also compost or have a composting program, this is a great sponge. I don't know why more brands aren't doing this because it works great. Love it. The other thing, this is falling apart. I got these from Winners with a gift card. Here's one of the nails that's left. I mean, I think it's technically an empty because I used them. I am saving them to use them again because I didn't have them on for that long. I did have to trim them because they were so long, but these were so cute, and I did enjoy the style. And I've never tried Glamnetics before, and this made me more interested in using them or trying more from them because these nails were so strong. They were stronger than the static nails that I've had. So these were a real pleasure to wear, and the glue was pretty good too. So I would consider buying from them. I've been seeing more of them at Winners, and I bought them with a gift card. So like, why not? And these were $8.99. I'm not totally sure what their regular price nails are. I think maybe they're around $20. Maybe I get them on a sale or like with a Sephora gift card or something like that. But these were great, and I would recommend the brand. Okay, that's everything. Those are all the products. I hope you enjoyed my empties video. Lots of good stuff. As usual, there was a lot of duds, but like we have some true highlights in here. Like this guy. I love these two so much. My L'Oreal concealer, the Glamnetics nails. What else do we got in here? The candle, and of course the conditioner. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and hearing my thoughts on all the products I finished recently. I would love to hear what you finished recently as well and like what you think about it. Let a girl know in the comments. Before we leave though, I want to circle back to Dossier and just remind you of my discount Shauna5 to get you that additional 5%, roughly 25% off your order from Dossier. I hope you consider them if you're looking for a new fragrance this summer. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me today. I loved having you and hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.